Look around you. Really look. What you see is not a world, but an agreement, a collective hallucination we've consented to call reality. Most people you walked past today are not truly alive. They're reacting. Biological machines, running on subconscious programs, installed by a system they never questioned. They are trapped in a cage where the bars are made entirely of thoughts. The Matrix is not a computer simulation from a sci-fi movie. It's the psychological identification with the narrator in your head. It's the absolute conviction that you are the character in the story, rather than the author writing it. 99% of souls will live and die without realizing the I they refer to as a phantom. They defend a personality handed to them by parents, teachers, and screens. They are strangers to their own essence. Today, we crack the code, expose the invisible architecture that keeps humanity in a state of perpetual sleep. We will look at the walls of the simulation and how you, the silent observer, can find the exit. From your first breath, the installation began. You were given a name, nationality, and religion before you could speak. You were taught what success looks like, what failure means, and how much you need to achieve to be worthy. This is the first layer, the social simulation. It is a horizontal world of chasing. Think about your daily routine. You wake up to an alarm set by a system you didn't create. You drive a car you're paying off to a job that exhausts you, so you can pay for a house you're barely in. Every choice you think you've made, your career, your lifestyle, even your political opinions, has likely been curated for you by an algorithm of social pressure. You are living a scripted life. The Matrix is the script. It needs you to be productive enough to keep the machine running, but anxious enough to never stop consuming. Think about the milestones you've been told to hit. Education, career, marriage, mortgage, retirement. It is a conveyor belt designed to keep your attention fixed on the next thing, so you never look at the now. It feeds on your not enoughness. As long as you feel like you are lacking, you are a perfect battery for the system. You are an original soul being slowly processed into a predictable copy. To wake up from this layer, you must realize that the rules of society are not the laws of the universe. They are merely suggestions made by people who are just as asleep as everyone else. The first step to freedom is realizing that you don't have to win a game that was designed to make you lose. If you are rare enough to see through social pressure, you hit the second, much more dangerous wall. The ego identity. This is the narrator, the relentless voice in your head that says, "This is me." The ego is a software program designed strictly for survival, not for liberation. It lives on separation. It tells you that you are here, and the rest of the world is out there. It creates the devastating illusion of you versus them. The Matrix survives because you actually believe you are the voice that is talking. But stop. Listen to that voice for a moment. Notice how it judges everything. Notice how it complains. Notice how it constantly worries about what others think of it. If you can hear your own thoughts, then who is the one listening? The listener is your true nature. The voice is just the Matrix speaking through your biology. The 99% are stuck because they are slaves to their mental noise. They believe every single thought that arises. They suffer deeply over memories that no longer exist, and they are paralyzed by future scenarios that will never happen. They take their thoughts so seriously that they become them. They are the prisoner, the judge, and the executioner of their own mind. The ego keeps you in a state of becoming so that you never realize you already are. It is a parasite that promises you peace tomorrow while stealing your presence today. To exit this layer, you must stop being the runner and become the ground he runs on. You must realize that you are not the voice, you are the silence in which the voice exists. There is a deeper layer that many spiritual seekers overlook. The biological matrix. Your very nervous system has been hijacked to keep you in the simulation. The Matrix uses two primary tools to keep you grounded: fear and reward. When you even think about stepping outside the lines, your body reacts. Your heart rate increases. Your breath shallows. Your brain releases cortisol. This is the security system of the Matrix. It makes freedom feel like a threat. It makes the unknown feel like death. Most people are not trapped by iron bars, but by the chemical fear of their own bodies. Techusit. Comfortable hell of the known over the frightening heaven of the unknown. Beyond fear, the Matrix uses the dopamine loop. The endless scroll on your phone, the sugar in your food, the validation of a like. These are micro-injections of pleasure designed to keep your consciousness fragmented and distracted. To escape the biological prison, you must learn to sit with discomfort. You must teach your nervous system that you are safe in the silence. When you stop reacting to the chemical triggers of fear and desire, the matrix loses its primary remote control over your soul. You are no longer a puppet of your own biology. The final wall is the most persistent, the illusion of time. The matrix can only function in the past and the future. Your ego cannot survive in the eternal now. In the quantum field, time does not exist as a linear line. Modern physics is starting to confirm what ancient mystics knew thousands of years ago. The past is a memory trace, and the future is a mental projection. Neither has any independent reality. There has never been a moment that was not now. Yet, look at how the simulation keeps you trapped. It keeps you mourning the past, or fearing the future. It keeps you waiting for the weekend, waiting for the promotion, waiting for retirement, waiting for the day you can finally be happy. This waiting is the energy that powers the matrix. It is a frequency of lack. When you are waiting, you are announcing to the universe that you don't have what you need. And according to the laws of resonance, you will continue to not have. Think about the concept of someday. It is a mirage. When someday arrives, it will be now, and your mind will already be looking for the next someday. This is how the matrix steals your entire life. It keeps you forever on the doorstep of your own existence. When you collapse time and enter the timeless state of the observer, the simulation loses its grip. In the absolute now, there is no trauma. In the absolute now, there is no debt. There is only the source, experiencing itself through your eyes. In the now, you are already the infinite source you've been seeking. So, how do you escape? Not by fighting. Fighting the matrix is like trying to dry a floor while the tap is still running. It only creates more splashes. You escape by removing your identification. You are not the biological machine. You are not the thoughts in your head. You are not the emotions in your chest. You are the presence that remains when all of those things fall away. The exit is not a place you go. It's a shift in where you stand. You stop standing in the story, and you start standing in the source. When you sink deep into yourself, past the labels, the names, and the memories, you discover that you were never actually trapped. The door to the cage was always wide open. You were just too busy admiring the bars. You were too busy trying to decorate your cell to notice that the wall behind you didn't even exist. The journey out of the matrix is not about adding more knowledge, but about unlearning the lies that define you. It is the death of the person and the birth of the presence. If this message has echoed in the depths of your being, do not let it fade. Align yourself with this frequency by joining our channel. We do not walk the path of the crowd. We walk the path of the source. Leave a comment below if the first cracks in your simulation are beginning to show. Your words may be the spark that wakes another. For the rare few who are ready to stop scratching the surface and demand the full architecture of their liberation, I have documented the 15 protocols to transcend this reality in my book, Beyond Manifestation. This is not a guide to a better life. It is the end of the life you thought was yours. You will find the link in the description below. Stop seeking. Start observing. Rest in the source.